very exciting. The school camp has basically started. And yeah, we look forward to what unfolds over the next few days.
Yep, management workshop 2014. We've got 24 participants from all over Australia. We've got the most panellists we've ever had. And yeah, we're very excited about the format this year.
Bunting.
Stay tuned.
One analogy for the role of a manager is to picture yourself, your career as being like a truck going down a highway. Some artists just want to drive the truck and have the manager be a bull bar on the front, clear everything out of the way in front of them. Other artists want to party in the back of the truck and just let the manager drive it wherever the hell they want to drive it. That doesn't usually end well. And the type of manager that we would sort of categorise ourselves as being is more like a navigator sitting in the passenger seat. The artist is driving the truck, they're ultimately responsible for where we're going, but you sit alongside them, helping guide them to where they want to get to. Turn left up here, turn right up there.
Sliding down hell's backbone. Oh, God,
as a self-managed artist, you kind of learn along the way, so it'll be interesting to hear some strategy from people.
I'm just looking to lighten my load. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. Welcome to the middle of nowhere.
Welcome, I want you to know that anything you want to get out of this is completely up to you. What you want to get out of it, because the people who are going to be coming to share the knowledge have done it quite a lot. Some of them are doing it for the first time, but there's a lot who have done it quite a few times here, and they're open books and open hearts and very generous people. So just thank you all for coming. I'm already very honored and privileged to be in your presence, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next few days, and just let's do this.
It's very easy to sometimes fall into the trap of kind of riding the emotional roller coaster with the artist. You're so tightly bound with them that you're on every dip of the ride, and that's actually diminishing your value as a manager. You need to have a bit of professional distance so that when they're down in the valley, you can say, it's okay, there's a peak coming up. And when you're on the peak, you can say, don't get ahead of yourself. You know, there's a trough over the other side. So your job as a manager is to add more value than you take away in commission. You're growing the cake by greater than the slice that you take away. That's why you're there.
Great managers that I've met over the years have all been actually at the heart entrepreneurs, and they have the qualities of an entrepreneur. You know, they're not risk averse. They're great communicators. They can stand on their feet and deliver lines about their artists.
I tip the scales so they fall for you, bringing blood to the surface until it breaks on through.
So here we are, day 2, morning tea. We just had a big financial session this morning, where yesterday is more sort of philosophical and the ideas around what we do and the nature of the relationships. Today is more about the nuts and bolts, like who's in charge of what, how do you communicate that, what are you accountable for, how do you make really effective planning choices and use those strategies that you created yesterday or that you started talking about yesterday to start being part of a real plan. And so today's a much more sort of intensive brain day.
Don't need forbidden fruit, we can live on a heartbeat alone.
We're doing all the stuff about print, press, media, marketing. How do you do it? How do you make people find out about you? How do you cut through the 5 million other bands who are out there?
Just start small. So if you're a band from Katoomba, go to Katoomba Radio, start going through Sydney Community Radio, ABCs, build out, Newcastle, Port Macquarie, then start going into Melbourne.
Mama's men and all their fights, I wanted shadow.
It's more important that people talk about what you're doing than to interact with your website about what you're doing. So the more conversation you can get out there, so whatever way you can talk to people, put all your tour dates up on there. Don't be mysterious and make them click through to your website or find more about the marketing message.
And though she learned to dodge her spit.
This is a room full of people that come here every year because they love what they do. And that's at the heart of it, I think.
The insights from Seb and everybody else was just, it's what you need at this stage as well. So
that spreadsheet gave Karina a run for her money yesterday. That's like...
And you married that.
Talk it out, talk it out. Have the hard conversations, have them as early as possible, and work out what you need to work out.
We had a great group this year, I reckon. They were really in a solid place in their own careers, and it felt like a perfect sort of springboard for so many of the people in the room this time. We're just getting a higher and higher calibre of application each year. Really exciting because you don't have the same attrition rate. Initially we'd probably expect that maybe half the people in the room would continue somewhere in the music industry. Now it's more like these people are in. It's like these people are going to make their careers in music, and so this information's not wasted. And it's going to be spread and just grows even bigger.